But before we even get into the 2K stuff, there's a new courtside report and a new trailers, all the changes. Before we even get into the 2K shit, we got to talk about USA basketball. America should be embarrassed because of Steve Kerr. I've said it since the exhibitions first started playing. First of all, the first red flag with Team USA was when reports were coming out of Team USA's camp, their short camp. Cooper Flagg. For those unaware, Cooper Flagg is the #1 consensus overall. As long as he has a good, because you still have to have a good college season. If he has a decent college season, Cooper Flagg should go #1 in the NBA. That is the next NBA draft this year. So keep an eye out. He's a white boy from Maine. He will be the first NBA player drafted from Maine, I believe. He was at the USA practice. They invited him on the other team. Reports were coming out from USA basketball that the game was close against the starters and the B team led by some high school player named Cooper Flagg. Apparently he was giving them buckets and everybody was gassing him up. Oh man, we're excited to see him join the NBA in the next couple years. I was like, that's good. He's good. I'm hoping the Wizards get him because they fucking suck. But I don't know, man. He shouldn't have been doing that good. Not against our legends. Then the exhibition games happened. A lot of spooky shit. We've been doing okay since the real game started, but today we got tested. And I'm gonna be honest. Serbia is a decent team, but we've already beaten them twice. They are a decent team with a few NBA players, but it still should have never been close. And I think today we learned the only realistic way to beat USA basketball is we have to miss shots. Because that's really all it was. Don't get me wrong. No, nothing taken away. Serbia was hitting their shots. They showed up to play. But we were missing all of them. We were missing all our shots. We were just building a brick house. And then whenever we would get like a little bit of momentum, Steve Kerr kept playing with the fucking rotations. I've been said it. Him and Embiid have been on fraud watch. Steve Kerr is officially a fraud to me. Matter of fact, where's my sound at? With the first overall pick in the 2024 Fraud Watch, the city of San Francisco chooses Steve Kerr. You're fired. You're fucking fired. I really hope he's not the coach for 2028. Serbia was hitting shots, but I was screaming at the TV. I'm not even trying to be funny. It was so funny. I wish I could live stream like reactions to the game. I'm like running up. Whenever we would hit a bucket, I'm hitting, let's go, America. Let's fucking go. When Curry was, I was like, fuck it. I was screaming at the TV. Yeah, I was ready to turn that shit off. And it was to the point where I was running back and forth in my house that like Aki thought we were playing. He was jumping at me. I'm like, bro, calm down. America's on the line, bro. The empire is under attack. And the empire won. But at what cost? But yeah, just missing shots, just dumb shit. Just examples of his bad coaching. One thing that was really pissing me off in that game, the empire always wins. One thing that was really pissing me off in the game, there were so many plays, a lot of turnovers, and we're gonna get to that. There were so many plays where either Bam Adebayo or Joel Embiid was carrying the ball up the court. One play I remember, Joel Embiid was dribbling up really fast and he just lost control of the ball and threw it forward and we got a turnover. That shit was making me so fucking mad. On a team with LeBron James, Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, who's arguably probably the best pure point guard on the team, he don't even get to play. Why is Bam Adebayo carrying the ball up the fucking court? Yo, shout out to Martin with the sub. And that shit was pissing me off because I'm like, yo, Steve Kerr. Because like I understand the thing that's hard about USA basketball, one unique problem that we have versus other teams. Other teams will have like a star or two from the NBA, but their whole team isn't. Our team is nothing but all stars from the NBA who are making hundreds of $millions. So there's a lot of ego management. That's where as a coach, you got to put your foot down. Like Steve Kerr, like, yo, Bam, Joel Embiid, what the fuck are you doing? There was a couple times where I saw Anthony Davis too carrying the ball. What the fuck are you doing? If we're up 20, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. You got to yell at them guys. Give the ball to fucking LeBron. Give the ball to Curry. Jesus Christ. Yo, shout out to Nightmare Clips with the 5 gifted subs. Tatum with another. Yeah, Tatum didn't even play. I don't even know what that was about. Joel Embiid, I said it in my Twitter rant. I'm gonna give him like a slight pass because he did show up in the third and fourth quarter. He was hitting some crucial buckets, so I'm gonna give him that. But the thing is, I never said that Joel Embiid can't score. Joel Embiid is still on fraud watch. He's not full-blown fraud to me. Steve Kerr is, though. And the reason being is Joel Embiid just does not do the little things that I need from my center. We were not getting rebounds. It was so many plays where Serbia would miss a shot. It would clank off the rim. The ball would be on the ground and Joel Embiid is just looking at, I'm talking about, he was missing the jumping rebounds, but he was missing easy rebounds where the ball was at his foot. That shit was pissing me off. Yo, shout out to Fallout Wolf. I'm like, this is the problem right here. The NBA needs to put some rule in place because it's too many $100 million bums in the NBA right now. There needs to be some rule in place where you need to hit some criteria of stats before you can get a $100 million plus contract. Because it's just too many goddamn divas. The rebounding, the turnovers. They were very heavy on their feet. Because here's the thing, right? There's going to be games where you're not making shots. But that's okay as long as you play good defense. That's the thing that pisses me off about USA basketball. And that's what I be talking about when I say the diva shit. When the shots aren't falling, it's okay. Just make sure they don't score either. Serbia had so many wide open threes. I couldn't believe it. And I'm talking about, there were plays. I remember there was one play where I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, yo, Mr. Defensive Player of the Year, fucking Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was not putting his hands up. Walking to the shot. That shit was making me mad. I was like, bruh, we can't do that against France. Coach Kage, bruh. In the end, we won. Surprisingly, thanks to Carmelo Anthony. Yo, shout out to Fallout Wolf with the 5 gifted subs. If you missed it, Bogdanovic on Serbia, that's the one that was hitting all the threes. He's in the NBA too. He threw a shot at Carmelo Anthony. Some of y'all might have missed it. He did the 3 to your dome, which is because in the last Olympics, Carmelo Anthony smoked Bogdanovic. So he was talking shit to Carmelo Anthony on the sidelines. Coach Carmelo was drawing up plays. He said, yo, ISO. KD started going crazy. God bless Steph Curry's family. If Steph Curry didn't score that 36 points, we would have lost. If you didn't watch the game, shout out to Rafe with the 5 gifted subs. If you didn't watch the game, damn near the only person who scored in quarter 1, 2, and 3 was Steph Curry. He kept the game close enough to where we were only down 10, 15 points. In the fourth quarter, we turned up. God bless Steph Curry. He kept us in the game. KD was missing till the fourth quarter. LeBron showed up in the fourth. It was crazy. Melo said, cook him. So shout out to Melo. The players stopped listening. We won when the players stopped listening to Steve Kerr. He want to run all these damn plays. We got mismatches. We need to take advantage of them. A perfect example was at the end of the game. KD, bro, one of the best shots in the game. KD called ISO. Get the fuck out the way. We was up like 2, I think. KD called ISO. Sauce that nigga. Hit a mid-range. That shit was wet. That's a mismatch. He couldn't guard him. Like sometimes, like Steve Kerr got to understand, and this is why I said one of USA's biggest problems. Like they're almost playing too unselfishly. Y'all got some mismatches. We got too much star power. Some of y'all just gonna have to turn up and play playground basketball. Fuck Steve Kerr's play. Terrible adjustments. In the end, we pulled it off. I saw that Germany and France went at it, and Germany beat them by 4. They had a tough game too. USA should win the gold still. We should win the gold if they show up and they suffocate. They're gonna have to suffocate Wemby. I need Bam and AD to put a body on him. Yeah, our biggest problem is ego. Just too many divas. Freaking, I need Bam and AD to put a body on Wemby. I don't even care about them scoring. Just suffocate them. Foreigner too. Yeah, Foreigner's nice. He's been hitting them threes. I've been seeing him too. He's nice too. Drew Holiday gonna have to lock him up. If we shut them two down, we should be okay. Hopefully the refs ain't on France side. Oh, they are. That's another thing that I feel like there's another thing USA basketball doesn't understand. We're not playing a fair game. We have to definitively beat these teams. Because if you're watching the game, don't get me wrong. Team USA was playing like ass, and if we lost, we deserved it. But at the same time, if you was watching the game, that officiating was hella biased and ass. Them FIBA officials are fucking ass. They are 100% going to be on France's team. Shout out to Chalky Mike with the 10 gifted. I appreciate you. I don't know if y'all was watching the game. Yo, a lot of them Serbian players, they was pushing us. And I get the FIBA game is more physical, but I just wanted to be consistent on the officiating. Bumping us all out the way. One player damn near had his hand on LeBron's crotch in his body for like 10 seconds. I'm like, are you gonna call foul? Had his arm wrapped around his body. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I know this ain't the NBA, but if that's not a fucking foul, I don't know what is. They're clearly biased. And USA has to understand we're just gonna have to win. Because you're not gonna get any calls. Any little thing, any little bit of defense that we would play, we would get called for a foul. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, Serbia was be able to do whatever the fuck they want. They were damn near boxing us. They cheated in the Japan game too. Yeah, he swung on his body. USA wasn't boxing out. Watch. Yeah, okay, that's rebounded too. They wasn't boxing. That goes back to what I said. That's why Joel Embiid pisses me off. Wasn't boxing out. Wasn't boxing out. It was a rough game, but we won it. I still think we're gonna beat France. I'm hoping. I don't want to say I think. I'm hoping that game was a wake-up call for them. My gut tells me on Saturday when we play, it's gonna be a whole lot of freedom on display. I think they're gonna come out mad. And I don't care what nobody says. I get Wemby's like 7'3". That's cool. He's still 7'3" and built like a string bean. If they put a body on that nigga, we got 3 centers. If they put a body, they only got him. If they put a body on, we can wear that ass out. Because if you watch the game, at the end of the game, Joker was tired. He was huffing and puffing. He played the whole game. They had to play him. Wemby has not been hooping. He hasn't either. He hasn't. That's the best part. And then Rudy Gobert got benched. Big body centers too. I'm looking forward to it. Noah Niles, shut the fuck up, bro. You didn't win. Also, this nigga's been apparently sick, so he's probably going to use that as an excuse. You should have never said nothing about USA basketball. We supposed to be on the same team. Should have never said nothing. Yeah, Joker was gassed out. Yeah, I almost felt kind of bad for him because it's like, besides Bogdanovic, he didn't really have a lot of help. But, you know, we won. I just want to see better. I jokes aside, because like I be exaggerating and shit, I don't want to see Steve Kerr as a coach again next in 2028, especially because the Olympics is in LA. For those of you unaware, 2028 Olympics is in LA. We can't lose. We can't lose in America. No. Not in the land of the free. I vote for Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is great at making the most out of nothing. I feel like he'll be very good at managing, and he's on the team as a coach, but he's the assistant. He don't got the final say. Every time they cut to the camera, Steve Kerr, this nigga just sitting there. I'm like, nigga, where your clipboard at? Can you draw up a play? Can you tell them to stop letting the center carry the ball up? Jesus Christ, man. We won though. Whatever. I didn't like that one. Yeah, shout out to Captain America. It does scare me though. I will say this. I'm gonna leave it this one because I'm done ranting. JJ Redick, get the fuck out of here. I'll say this and I'm gonna end it here. This does scare me because I think this is going to be LeBron, KD, and Steph's last, well, it's definitely going to be their last Olympics because they're up there in age. I'm going to need everybody else to step it up, man. I'm going to need everybody. Ja Morant. I need you to stop trying to be NBA YoungBoy and get your life together. We're going to need you. Zion Williamson, put the spoon down. Get your big ass on the treadmill. We're going to need you. Because I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen anybody in FIBA basketball that can stop Zion. When Zion Williamson's in shape and motivated, Unstoppable. Freight train. I haven't seen anybody in FIBA basketball that can stop that nigga. But you got to stop eating. Bronny? We're done. We're done. Yo, shout out to Gaming Addict. I need USA's young guns to get it together. I need USA's young guns to get it together, okay? Also, Steve, if we up 20 against France, give I feel like at least in the exhibition games, they should have given Halliburton some more minutes. He needs to be able to play with some of these stars because I feel like he's going to be the future of USA bad because he's the only real true point guard, young one that we have. He got to get more reps. Not right now. It's too late. But in the other game, like when we was playing Brazil, Steve Kerr didn't put Tyrese Halliburton into the game until he was up like 30 points in the fourth quarter. Let the nigga play, bruh. Let him play. Jesus Christ. Let him get some reps in with these other stars. That's all I'm saying. That nigga, Steve Kerr, that nigga sucks, bruh. I'm not gonna say take his passport like fucking Joel Embiid because we can't. He's American. You're fired. You're fucking fired. Yeah, he's part of the future. So like, let him play with the people and get some. That man Halliburton's just been sitting there. And he's a good player. Anyways, Bronny James. Let's talk 2K, man. Have you seen this new game called Kaizen the First Berserker? Yeah, I showed it on stream yesterday. It looked okay. We need them 4 points. we need them 4 points. We got a new courtside report as well as an article. And as soon as I've been ranting. I ranted for like 20 minutes. I'm hot, y'all. I gotta cut the arrow. That shit. I swear to God, I wish I could live stream NBA games, FIBA games. I was fucking pissed watching that shit, bro. I was screaming. I gotta turn the arrow up. Happy birthday, appreciate it. That's how you know he mad as fuck. Ears getting hot and shit. The fuck? I'm not gonna lie, in the fourth quarter, I was about to blow a casket. I was too. It's not even, and you know the crazy part is, it's not even necessarily about the losing, because like anybody can get got, right? It's more so of like, if we would have lost, it would have been how we lost. That shit was just even though we won, it was an embarrassing win. But yeah, let's talk about, I didn't get a noti. Shout out to Twitter though. Ton of Twitter's on. I remember you talked about Spectre Divide. I played it during the test. It's more fun and polished than I thought it would be. I'm excited to play it. Shout out to the 800 people we got in here. If you're new, hit the follow button. Turn noties on. Nah, you trolling Embiid on Twitter be killing me. I'm not trolling him. Are you watching the games? Embiid fucking sucks, bro. FIBA is a much more physical game, and he's not physical. He's a good scorer. I will give that to Embiid. He is a good scorer, but he doesn't do the dirty work. I will always take a center who likes to rebound, block shots, set mean screens. Like, I will always take that before anything else, bro. He's terrible for FIBA play. He's too fragile. Embiid is a great NBA player, but he's not good for FIBA. Let's stop talking about this shit. I'm over it because it's gonna make me mad.
Welcome back to our next NBA 2K.
Let's see what they talking about with 2K.
Report. Today I'm joined by Zach Timmerman, principal producer on NBA 2K25, as well as Mark Little,
what up, Straw Hat?
career developer. Zach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Now there is so much to talk about for NBA 2K25. This is where fans can live out their hoop dreams and build their legacy like never before. Before we get into MyCareer, let's talk about the MyPlayer Builder.
When you're building your MyPlayer,
we need
you're not just
Draymond.
building a legacy this year,
about
you're
all
also
that.
building a dynasty for your team. And we understand this is a very integral moment, a very important decision. And so we put a lot of time into ensuring that the various paths that we have in the builder are going to allow all
I haven't
walks of our
seen
gamers
tape.
to be able to make the player that they want to make. To create your own, it's the builder where you just have so many options.
You gonna get any tickets to the World Cup game when it comes to the US in 2026? That's a possibility. If I'm in LA in the Olympics for 2028, if I'm still here, I'm definitely getting tickets to a US game, because like I was like, for those unfamiliar, like I have an original Dream Team jersey from when like I was a kid. Like I'm a USA basketball fan. Like I watch that shit, so I'm definitely getting tickets to an Olympic game.
Changing your position, changing your size. You can articulate through every single one of your attributes.
If we alive in 2028, chill.
All while you can see the various perks that your player is eventually going to be equipped with. Ultimately, it's the builder where somebody who wants to mess around with the thousands of possibilities can eventually make the build that they want to. We also have our pro build making veterans that have been playing the game for a long time. They're probably going to want to jump in there as well. There's also another group.
Looks like the same builder to me.
Jump in there to try to make a unique build that nobody else in the world has made.
This sounds really intriguing. One thing I loved about last year was community members submitting their builds and you guys implementing them into the game. Are those returning this year?
The community builds feature that we had last year was really exciting. It was really nice to grab the best build makers that we have out there.
They separated rebound from defense finally? Really? Hold up. Maybe I wasn't looking at the meters. Best build videos. Somebody probably made a best build video based off this clip already. Let me actually pay attention to these meters.
Articulate through every single one of your attributes and get to right where
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, he moved it, yeah.
you want to go with your builder. All while you can see the various perks that your player is eventually going to be equipped with.
Okay, so they're not lying. It is more customized. That's one thing I didn't like about the builder. You would move certain meters, and then other meters would move that made no sense to me. Yo, shout out to Play Pod with the raid. I appreciate it.
Ultimately, it's the builder where somebody who wants to mess around with the thousands of possibilities can eventually make the build that they want to. We also have our pro build making veterans that have been playing the game for a long time. They're probably going to want to jump in there as well. There's also another group that wants to jump in there to try to make a unique build that nobody else.
It sucks they have a 2K guy interviewing 2K.
One thing I loved about last year was community members submitting their builds and you guys implementing them into the game. Are those returning this year?
The community build.
Shout out to LD3 all day with the sub.
Really exciting. It was really nice to grab the best build makers that we have out there, be able to have them put.
I'm not gonna lie. If you got a community build, you probably ass. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, shout out to Black Leaf Ninja, and also I'm gonna add on to that because some of y'all niggas need a YouTube build. man, matter of fact, it's good they got this feature. I take that back. Some of y'all need to use the community feature builds. Y'all team be losing because you don't got a community. You got that weak ass build. Got a 99 steal and nothing else. No perimeter defense.
Ultimately, people, when they would grab these builds, they felt like they could instantly compete and play with the best gamers out there. They'll be available season 2. We'll be dropping new ones each season with the intention of giving you access to the latest and greatest play styles that are out there.
A lot of new features coming with this new build.
My man, yo, you can tell the 2K community stresses this man LD2K out. Look at his face. This man is damn near half dead. Stop harassing the 2K developers, y'all.
System, Zach, what else can you share about creating your MyPlayer in 2K25?
In each of these builder paths, there's access to more information than we've ever given you before. You'll see which badges you qualify for. You'll see which takeovers you qualify for in our new takeover system.
Ooh, that's useful.
And you'll also be able to see which animations your player will qualify for.
Oh my God. Take your time making your build. Take your time making your build. Take your time making your build. Finally. So now when you do your stats, that's always been like, and you know what's crazy? Like that was one thing I would always fuck up on my builds. I'd be like 1 or 2 or 3 points off from being able to get like a contact dunk or something like that. Now you'll be able to crunch the numbers and see what animations go with what for what you want before you spend your VC, basically. He's actually got diabetes. Oh, my fault. I didn't know that. That's my fault. I'm not making a joke of that. I was unaware of that. I thought that was the 2K community stressing that man out.
Ultimately, it's going to give you a really good feel for whether or not the player is going to move and react the way that you want to through the animation system.
I love all that, but I especially love the new takeover system.
Takeover is back in a new way this year. We have 70 takeovers and 14 special abilities. In the builder, you can see which takeovers
canceled.
Once you
not canceled. I was unaware of it.
Your takeovers in and out. They all have attribute requirements that determine whether or not you're able to equip these takeovers. Once you get into the game, you're going to see your takeover meter. There's 5 levels to your takeover, and it's kind of like 5 levels of hotness. Once you hit level 5, the special ability turns on.
Yo, shout out to Spanish, and you're a matchy with the sub.
Okay, 70 takeovers. What are some of your favorites?
I think the one that I've been gravitating towards the most is barbecue chicken. If you're a hoop head, you know what that name means. It means you're about to put somebody in the post and turn them into a rag doll. It boosts throughout the levels of takeover. It boosts your post control, your shot close, and your strength. And then when the special ability turns on, it turns on deep post bag, which essentially...
Hold on, let me listen to that again.
gravitating towards the most is barbecue chicken. If you're a hoop head, you know what that name means. It means you're about to put somebody in the post and turn them into a rag doll. It boosts
Shaq type
the
shit.
levels of takeover, it boosts your post control.
Each takeover level provides progressively higher in-game attribute boosts for your player, reaching level 5. So basically, you can't go from... I think I get it. So like, if you're playing well, instead of going from regular to like Ultra Instinct, you're now going to go from regular to Kaioken to Super Saiyan 2. Like, you're going to get a little bit better over the game. How y'all feel about that?
Control your shot close and your strength.
That was a super
and then when
nerdy
the
way of
special
explaining
ability
it,
turns on, it turns on deep post bag, which essentially allows you to completely dominate the post, again, for a short period of time, in shots, back downs, every post movie.
I've never heard anyone say barbecue chicken. You must have been born in like the year 2000. I definitely heard that. Like Shaq literally says it all the time on TNT. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Barbecue chicken alert. Like, what? Just say you don't watch basketball.
So it's a lot of fun for somebody who likes playing the post.
Like Cap. Yeah, Cap.
What can you say about 2K25?
This year we have 40 badges. They're a lot more all-encompassing than they have been in the
Chill,
past.
I was born in
Each one of them has a
2000.
larger impact.
Y'all be
So
so,
we're really
wait, what the fuck is this red shit?
happy with the badge allotment that we have right now. We feel like we've hit every part of basketball that's important, and ultimately we're accentuating everybody's play style for these badges.
One other thing I want to talk about is badge progression.
Badge progression is basically how often are you using your badge. The more often you use the badge, the faster it's going to
I think that change to the takeover could be good because it's gonna force, in theory, it should force people to still play more team ball. Because you know what happens when somebody activates their takeover? They just like, especially if they, you know, the ones with the shooting takeover. The moment they activate it, they get mad you don't pass them the ball every fucking time. Now you're gonna really have to power all the way up. So it's got, in theory, it should force more team ball.
progress. Ultimately, though, if you don't use your badge this year, you won't regress, which I'm sure our fans are pretty happy about.
Thank God, bruh. Conspiracy theory time. I feel like they put badge regression in 24 because they knew everybody would hate it, just so they could take it away in the next game and then try to look like heroes. Like they invented the illness and then invented the cure. Because that shit should have never been in the game. Like, I get it. In real life, if you don't go running, you get fat or you become a weak runner. If you stop lifting and you stop eating protein, eventually your muscles start to deplete, right? Like, that's a real life thing. But this isn't real life. This is a video game. Also a video game where you want us to spend tons of money. That's why I was always against it. Like, we got to find that balance between authenticity and like having fun. That shit should never be in a fucking game. And the people who defended that shit, look at you now. Oh, I think no, it should have never been in the game. It's not fun. It was horrible game design.
So it sounds like badges are completely reworked this year in 2K25.
Yeah, so this year we introduced a new level of badge called Legend. It's a level above Hall of Fame. It's pretty difficult to get. You have to...
Red badges. Oh, shit. I hope, because like, you know, before every matchup, before every time you get online, like it'll show you your matchup. I hope you can actually see if people got red badges. Oh, this nigga got red badges, bro. Like, lock up, bro. I hope we can see people's badges. What the fuck? They got a badge above Hall of Fame? We got Ultra Instinct badges in 2K now.
To raise your...
Yeah, the Sweats is gonna love this.
But ultimately...
Please tell me this makes him a defensive liability.
You know, it really allows you to dominate in that area of the game.
Zach, I'm excited.
Hold on, I want to hear. Let me listen to that
If you
again.
don't use your badge this year, you won't regress, which I'm sure our fans are pretty happy about.
So it sounds like badges are completely reworked this year in 2K25.
Yeah, so this year we introduced a new level of badge called Legend. It's a level above Hall of Fame. It's pretty difficult to get. You have to raise your attributes pretty high, but ultimately, you know, it really allows you to dominate in that area of the game.
Zach, I'm excited.
I hope it's really expensive. I wish he would explain that a little bit more. I'm praying that, like, he kind of said it, but like I wish he would have went a little bit more detail in that. It should make, like it should make him a glass cannon. I'm hoping. Yo, shout out to Siggy with the 5 gifted subs. Like, if you got legendary 3-point shooting, you better be a horrible defender.
Can't wait to get my hands on the builder. Thanks for all the new details. And for all of you, stay connected to the NBA 2K25
Appreciate it,
course report,
Siggy.
where you can learn all about the new MyPlayer Builder. Now we know about all the new exciting features in the MyPlayer Builder, but it's time to learn about MyCareer. I'm joined by Mark Little. Let's jump right in. What's new in MyCareer for NBA 2K25?
MyCareer in NBA 2K25 is all about building the greatest dynasty in NBA history. Your MyPlayer this year.
Yeah, I got the article, Dom. I'm gonna check it out.
And like his idol, Michael Jordan, he wants to build a dynasty that lasts.
Oh, look, hey, you still in the chat? What's her name? Is Flock in the chat? Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, maybe a little flu appearance.
Throughout the ages. You can learn about your MyPlayer's history and his path to the NBA through an optional flashback story called The Heart of the Dynasty, which you get to relive 4 of his most iconic games in his pre-NBA career, including a high school state championship, a FIBA U19 World Cup, and even an open run with some NBA players where...
Is it just like 4 like quick stories? I pray to God, I don't want no long. This is one thing. I feel like they should have stopped after old boy died. I'm so sick of these stories. If it's a story in this, I hope it's like 4 short stories that they just talked about. I don't want to play I don't want a cutscene every other game.
One of the players is not so happy MP got invited. And all these games are available for you to play right away. You can play them at any point in your career, but if you really want to just jump right into your NBA career and start building your dynasty, you can do that too.
So let's talk about creating
Good. Yeah, these 2B-ass stories.
Last year, we introduced the GOAT ranking system. And in that, you're able to see your MyPlayer rise up through the rankings and ultimately become the GOAT. This year, we're adding a dynasty rankings, which is more about your team's performance and less about your personal achievements. So we've ranked the 9 greatest dynasties in NBA history. And as your team does stuff like deep playoff runs, winning championships, you'll see them rise the dynasty rankings until ultimately they get to the #1 spot and displace.
All legend badges have at least 1 attribute requirement that's in the 90s. Most are 97, 98, 99, very high. So it's going to be very expensive. Good. The lowest is strong handles, which requires a 93 strength. Interesting.
Michael Jordan's Bulls.
Last year, you came in with GOAT level hype. So what kind of prospect is MP in 2K25?
This year, MP is not a GOAT level hype. You're going to have to earn your position in the starting lineup. And if the player in front of you is really good, it's going to be even harder. This will definitely be one of your...
This nigga doesn't know his own audience. The players in front of you, it's going to be really hard to get that starting spot. Okay, when I play MyCareer, the first thing I don't think of is let me join an amazing team. I'll be like, who needs a power forward? Which team needs a... I go to the team where I'm needed so I can get the most minutes. What the fuck? It's MyCareer. I'm just trying to get my badges.
So it sounds like I got to earn.
I don't care about winning.
Starting lineup. What does the flow look like in MyCareer? Is it key games, every game?
Key games are back this year, and we're really excited.
What if you chose the Celtics as the championship of last year count? Are you talking about that dynasty mode? I mean, judging by the way that they showed with the pictures, when they say dynasty, they're talking about like teams that won 3 years like in a row. That's a dynasty. So I don't think like last year's Celtics, which would count.
The improvements we've made.
It would be like Bird Celtics. That's why they showed Bird in
you have a lot of control about which,
or at least 3 and 5 years. Yeah, something like that. It has to be like real close together.
You'll meet with your coach and GM and select a person.
Also, that Celtics championship, we'll see next year. We'll see. If you're not on the team when they won, then you don't get credit for it.
The personal goal you pick is what determines the key games you play.
Yeah, like the most recent one would be the Warriors. Like the Warriors are a dynasty.
He is still at a lower level. You'll match up against lower level.
And then before that, the Heat. That's why they showed them.
You're going to be matched up against the best of the best. If that's not your thing, you could decide you want to try and win the NBA Cup, or maybe you want to focus on winning road games, or maybe in your rookie season you want to show that you're the top rookie in your class.
It was a Mickey Mouse championship.
They're focused entirely about you posterizing other guys. So the personal goals and key games you get to pick from is completely dependent on the build you made, your team you picked, and your current overall. So there's a lot of content depending on the scenario and play style you've picked. And on top of that, if you successfully complete your personal goal and key games, you get an all-new Dynasty badge. So the Dynasty badges you earn help improve your team and shape the Dynasty you're about.
Does this affect online, or is this just Dynasty mode? Yo, shout out to Turismo with the sub. Appreciate it.
To make.
This sounds exciting.
Let's be real. The Celtics aren't beating the Knicks. Yeah, because the Knicks are going to beat the Knicks. That's why they suck. The Knicks are cursed.
What about other new features in MyCareer that you can talk about?
There's a lot more than I'm going to be able to go into here today, but I'll give you a few more of my favorites. So earlier I mentioned you can play a FIBA game in the optional flashback story. Well, you can also play FIBA games in our new revised off-season flow. You'll be able to play FIBA friendlies, FIBA qualifiers, and even a FIBA tournament that you can invite other NBA stars to join you. And speaking of
FIBA's
NBA
in the
stars,
game.
this year we're also adding jersey swaps. So there are optional highlight games on your calendar where you can earn jerseys from players like Jalen Brunson or Victor Wembanyama only if you pass the in-game challenges against their teams. And you're going to want to collect those jerseys because not only can you wear them around the city, but you can also put them on display in your MyCourt.
You said MyCourt? MyCourt is returning?
Oh, don't start that shit. Don't start that shit, dude. Come on now. Take your toy. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Oh my God. What's the name? All right, MyCourt's back. That's what we like to hear. Who trying to get dropped off? Private Matches is back. Private Matches is back. Let's go. Who getting dropped off?
I can't talk too much about MyCourt, but I'm confirming MyCourt is back. We know MyCourt's been a feature that people have been wanting for a long time, and we're very happy to bring it to 2K25.
All right, MyCourt, exciting stuff. I can't wait to start building my dynasty.
I'm gonna get it in 6 months when it's 70% off.
Mark, thanks so much for joining us and sharing all this great insight.
Yeah, thanks to you, Chris.
And for all of you, stay tuned for more courtside reports on NBA 2K25.
See you next week for the next courtside report. The good old take it back and put it back. GI MyCourt battles in 2K19 was fun. Yeah, private matches is fun because like you're just shooting the shit with the boys. It's not all even like I remember when like it sounds even old to say this shit, but like when you would go in the rec and it was fun. Like you'd have like a competitive match here and there, but like even the rec is to me is like just like pro-am now. Niggas too scared to go play pro-am. Like, and there's nothing wrong with running a 5-man team in rec. Because, I mean, we do it too, but the difference is we don't play the game all the fucking time because everybody's schedules are different. Like, if you're like that, where you casually play, that's fine. But I'm talking about you go into the rec, and it's very obvious, like, yo, you niggas play this shit all the fuck. Quarter one, niggas running 2-3 zones. I'm like, yo, go play Pro-Am. Get your ass on, bro. We trying to play man-to-man and have some fun, bro. Rec became sweaty. It used to be fun. The 5v5 courts and the 5v5 courts and the Park 2 used to be fun too. Yo, shout out to Flex with the sub. Appreciate it. 3 guys leaking out. Like, get your ass on, dude. They be scared to go pro-am. Yeah, that shit. Like, y'all be having practice nights and shit like that. Let's get into this article though. Go a little bit more into the nitty-gritty details. Hall of Fame, interceptor and shit. Like, what do you gain from that, bruh? And you know what's crazy? It might get worse too, because now the 2K League is gone. Basement dwellers have nothing to strive for. They was really trying to get that 30,000 a year. It don't exist no more. All right, learn more about 2K25's My Player Builder and extensive badges. That's the video. Through each of these My Player Builder paths, you'll have access to more information than ever before. Create your own build. Whether you're building, making a veteran, or mastering the My Player Builder, or just looking for experiment and create a unique build, anyone can use the world-class My Player Builder to create a build from scratch. You can choose your position and measurements and meticulously adjust. That's too big of a word. You guys need to learn your audience. Meticulously adjust your individual attribute potentials, all while seeing how these choices will affect the various benefits you can eventually be equipped with. Yo, shout out to Yasuke with the sub. Is that a DEI sub? You gotta get a life, dude. JOB. Indeed.com. I got the job. People will still do YouTube's best builds. Don't think for themselves. Community builds. We don't care about that. Attribute refresh. In NBA 2K25, hey guys, I got the job. We refreshed a handful of physical attributes as well as how you earn stamina. Oh, interesting. I didn't hear them say that. There are now 5 physical attributes in the My Player Builder. Speed with ball. So speed, agility, strength, and vertical. Stamina is now earned through Gatorade. This might be a popular opinion, but like, this is a feature. Take this shit out, bruh. I worked out for real in real life today. I don't want to work out in a video game. This is one of the goofiest features in the game. Hey, I can't hit the reg, y'all. I gotta go hit the weights. I gotta go hit the treadmill. And this shit is so goofy too. Because you just want to get on the game and play with your boys. You might only have like an hour or two, but now you gotta go hit a workout to get the maximum potential out your player. And y'all still keep, and now for my stamina, I have to go work out. I'd rather spend skill points. Oh my God, I don't like that. That's annoying. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy. The 2K community, you niggas spend more time working out in the game than in real life. This is crazy to me. Each My Player starts off with an 85 stamina attribute rating. That's not bad. Okay. And doing a workout adds 2 stamina attribute points. Regardless of your workout result, you can do 4 workouts each week. Once any of your My Players reach a 99 stamina attribute rating, it is permanent. Thank God. As added bonus for hitting the gym, if you get at least 3 stars on all 4 weekly workouts, you will receive a temporary turbo meter boost and unlock a body type. So how do you get it from 85 to 90? Is it through stats? Like, do you just, I don't understand. Once you have done, niggas finna get kinesiology degrees on this, kinesiology degrees on the basketball game. Once you've done all 12 unique workouts in the Gatorade gym, you will unlock Workout Warrior, which will give you 99 stamina, a permanent, yeah, okay. Interesting. In 2K24, the acceleration attribute determines your dribble launching and off-ball movement. In contrast, in 2K25, dribbling launching is now determined solely by speed with balls attribute. While defensive lateral movement, off-ball launches, and off-ball cuts are determined by a new attribute called agility. Makes sense. Let's see, takeovers. NBA 2K25 introduces a brand new takeover meter with 72 takeovers and 14 takeover abilities. Each takeover targets different attributes and has 5 levels, ranging from level 1 when you're just heating up to level 5 when you're red hot. As you excel on the court, your takeover meter fills up, gradually boosting the target of attributes as you raise to 5 levels. This happens automatically, so you don't need to manually activate takeover, but if you make mistakes and produce bad plays on the court, your takeover meter will drop. Whoever gets that level 5, because first of all, if you get to level 5, I'm gonna imagine that's hard. Probably gonna get a 40-50 piece dropped on your head. I predict you're gonna see a lot of, because 2K niggas love to do this. When they blow a team out 100 to 50, expect to see a lot of screenshots on Twitter because of this new ability. This means like you can become damn near demigod probably. Like looking at the stats, +2, +3, 4, 5, 7. You can get a +7 on your stats. Yo, shout out to Finesse God with the sub. At level 5, you will trigger a takeover ability that can be used effectively and can make you the most dominant player on the court. So you get extra animations like the old shit. But the other 4 levels is just your attribute boost. So in theory, my theory is probably correct. It's going to force more team ball. You're not going to be able to just ball hog once you get takeover. Each takeover has attribute requirements, and you'll be able to see which takeovers you have the potential to unlock with the MyPlayer builder. Yeah, okay. Badges. There are 40 skill badges in 2K25, and similar to takeovers, each badge has unique attribute requirements. When you're building your MyPlayer, you'll be able to see which badges you have the potential to unlock. These 40 badges are split across 2 tiers determined by your MyPlayer height. Appreciate it, Websling, and appreciate the happy birthdays from everybody coming through. Make sure to drop 100 million, thousand, gajillion, billion subs. MyPlayer badges are progressed by actively. If you want to hit the Cash App too, it'll appear on the screen. $, I think it's the Black Hokage 08. Hit the Cash App. MyPlayer badges are progressed by activating each badge in games. This means badges you use the most will be earned more quickly, matching your playstyle on the court. This progression can only increase and does not drop. Thank God. Thank fucking God. No more badge regression. What up, Max? Welcome to the stream. Can we zoom in on this shit? Look at these badges. Hi, TBH. You gonna react to the new Hood Olympics video? Nah. You watch any of the Caped Crusader yet? Nah. I can't watch Batman right now because my girl's out of town right now on a business trip, and she made it very clear she wants to watch Batman. So if I start watching it, I'm not trying to hear it, dude. And I'm not good at lying. I can't watch it and then pretend like I never seen it. So I'm waiting for her to come home next week. Damn, I feel you. I had to wait for my girl too. Yeah, she's never seen Batman before, so she wants to watch it. Let's see. Aerial Wizard, we know what that is. Float game improves the players of floaters. She's probably gonna have mad questions. Yeah. Hook Specialist, obvious. Layup Mixmaster improves a player's ability to finish fancy or acrobatic layups successfully. Paint Prodigy. Ooh, they hired, yo. they definitely hired somebody for alliteration. We got an alliteration master here. The Paint Prodigy improves a player's ability to quickly and efficiently score while going to work in the paint. I would love to see some data on this and what that does. Physical finisher improves. Yeah, it was obvious. Post fade phenom, and we know that's the Dirk badge. Post powerhouse, like alliteration god, strengthen the player's ability at backing down defenders and moving them. So that's back down punisher. They're just renaming it. Post up poet, alliteration boy, raises the chances of faking or getting by the defender as well as scoring when performing and move. This is always post up poet. That's just it was called something else. That badge has always been ass. It never does anything. That's the one that's supposed to make them jump more, I think. But like that shit only worked on the CPU. It doesn't work on real people. Posterizer, we know. Rise up, increases the likelihood of dunking and posterizing your opponent, so faster. Box out beast, rebound chance. I just want to see what's new. Challenger glove, we know. High flying denier. Boost the speed and leaping ability of a defensive player in anticipation of a block attempt. Dream shake, yeah, dream shake. That's what I was thinking of. That badge was always ass. New defense badge. A movable enforcer, we know. Interceptor, off-ball pest. On-ball menace. Hounds and bodies up while defending. They just renamed that. Paint patroller. Increases a player's ability to block or contest shots at the rim. So this is on-ball menace for in the interior. It combines a lot of badges. Yeah, it seems like they're condensing things. Yeah, pick dodger. Post lockdown, we know. Brick wall. Slippery off ball. Pogo stick. Deadeye. Limitless range. Mini marksman. Elevates the likelihood of making shots over taller defenders. Expect to see a lot of 6'1", 6'2" type of guards running around like fucking crackheads. Actually, you know what? I predict this badge is going to be very good, and there's going to be a lot of 6'1" guards running around with maximum speed, handles, and shot. Playing fucking 5 out because the courts are supposed to be bigger. This badge low-key might be fucking annoying. Especially when a big switches. Yeah, for the Curry builds. Set shot specialist, boost chances of knocking down, standstill jump shots. I mean, that was the same thing as last time. They just renamed it. Yeah, the Trae Young build. Shifty shooter, improves a player's ability to successfully make off the dribble high difficult shots. So I mean, that's agent threes. And then wait, there's no corner specialist. I guess this would be corner specialist, right? Yeah, they're definitely condensing badges because this would be corner specialist. Ankle assassin. Increases the ability to break down the defender. They're just renaming shit. I hope it actually works this year. Mr. Alliteration. Bailout. That's what some of you niggas need. An Obama bailout. That's just ankle breaker. It'll get patched in a month. Don't say that. Break starter, we know. Dimer, we know. Handles for days. A player takes less energy. Yeah, we know. Lightning launch. Speeds up launches when attacking from the perimeter. So quick first step. Strong handle. Reduces the likelihood of being bothered by defenders when dribbling. Gotcha. Wait, so it's not the same thing? Defenders have a tougher time poking the ball free with their steal attempts. Reduces the likelihood of being bothered by defenders when dribbling. Oh, maybe they won't get as like many like bumping animations. Like you won't get stonewalled as much. Maybe that's what that is. So like you would probably want both of these. That would stop the stonewalling and that would stop the stripping. Exactly. Okay. And then versatile visionary improves a player's ability to thread and so needle threader. Okay. Our goal is to make every badge feel valuable and equally desirable. With fewer badges, each is more all-encompassing, having a legitimate impact on the court. I like that. I agree. We ensured every area of basketball was complemented with useful badges, so every playstyle has to stand out. Shout out to the birthday wishes. We get it. I like that they condensed the badges. Like, it was starting to get out of control. That was one of my favorite things about the older 2Ks. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit it's a basketball game. It doesn't need to be science. Badge perks. There are now 3 new badge perks that can modify progression of individual badges. Each perk has 2 slots available to unlock one of the tier 1 badges and another tier 2, max +1. Boost a badge level, 1 level. Participation. Badges equipped with this perk will earn a flat base amount of progression in each game, regardless of how many times they've been activated. So this is the you suck perk. You're not good enough to use the badge. We're just going to give you some points regardless. And then synergy. Badges equipped with this perk will receive progression when your teammates earn progression using the same badge. Interesting. Shout out to Mike Myers for killing it with the 5 gifted subs. See what I did there? I'm curious if this participation perk will work. Like, let's say you got participation on Ankle Assassin, but you don't get any ankle breakers one game, but then the next you do get some ankle breakers. Does it stack Or does this badge only activate when you don't get any ankle breakers? That's what I feel like they need to explain more. Because that feels like that'd be a waste of a slot if it doesn't stack. I would want it to stack. So an even more casual 2K this year. It sounds like it. I want the game to be fun. Trying to encourage team play with badges is funny. They still chucking. Yeah, you're not wrong. Everybody think they a superstar. Performance multipliers. Maximize your badges in 2K25 by taking advantage of performance multipliers. These in-game boosts can take your game to another level, but you'll need to earn them separately via quests. There are 3 performance multipliers in total. Shout out to King Code with the gifted subs. For up the challenge, games played against tough opponents boost badge progression for all. So in MyCareer, those key matchups, you'll get even more badge progression. That's cool. Grade A student finishing games with the A-. So get a good teammate grade. It'll boost all your badges. In theory, this should help with team play, but we know how 2K niggas are. They're going to chuck them shots up. We'll see. Winner circle. Winning games boost badge progressions, as it should. They're still going to run around jacking up shot, right? Badge elevators. New in 2K25, badge elevators can permanently boost an individual badge for your choice up to 3 levels within its maximum potential. For example, if your badge is currently at bronze but has a max potential of legend, it can immediately be boosted up to 3 levels from bronze, silver to gold to Hall of Fame. These will be available to unlock throughout the year from season level rewards. Badge elevators earned in season 1 to 4 can boost your badges up to 2 levels, and those can... I just hope this is not locked behind a paywall. I hope this is all free, because there's 2 different season passes. There's the paid one and the free one. I hope all these badge elevators are in the free season pass. Because if it's not, the game is pay to win now. I mean, it was already pay to win, but it's even more pay to win. They need to explain that. Cap breakers. Last but not least, we're excited to introduce cap breakers in 2K25. We saw the community feedback that players wanted a way to not only increase attribute ratings above their max potential cap set at a build creation, but also have those ratings contribute towards animation, badge, and takeover attribute requirements. That's exactly what cap breakers do. For example, let's say your ball handle attribute is maxed out at 85. You can apply 2 cap breakers to play with an 87 ball handle rating and also unlock access to any animations, badges, or takeovers that require. Interesting. There are a few restrictions to ensure a balanced gameplay experience. Each attribute can be increased a maximum of +5. So when making your build, like let's say you want a 95 3 ball, you could put it in theory at a 90 and then put 5 cap breakers on it to get it to a 95. And then maybe throw a Gatorade boost on it. Does it make it a 99, 98, 97? Something like that. You can use a cap breaker on an attribute up to its max potential rating, allowing by your build's height, weight, and wingspan, which is shown in... Yeah, we know. You must progress an attribute to its max potential rating before applying a cap breaker. Okay, so you can't just throw it on right away. You got to max it out right your stats first. There are a total of 15 cap breakers available to earn through rep rewards on rep affiliation in the city in a few weeks. That's good. That gives people, the community always bitches and complains there's nothing to do online. That gives you something to do. That gives you a reason to grind your player online, because now you can get cap breakers to make your player even better. I don't want to I want to chill. Large pro. What? Shocked it's not behind a paywall. I know, right? Don't give them no ideas. MyCareer is 2K. Yeah, who cares? I'm not gonna be honest. I don't really care about MyCareer. Scroll. Dynasty rating. I don't care. Improved key games. Key games are back. Yeah, I don't care. Don't care about Dynasty badges. I think that's the end of that. Closing remarks. 2K25 is filled with surprises, and we don't want to spoil them all, but we do want to share a few of our favorites before we let you go. FIBA games are available. Who cares? USA basketball versus the world. Who cares? Swap jerseys with some of your favorite NBA superstars. Yeah, we know for the MyCourt. After a long and storied Hall of Fame career, you'll receive coveted the Hall of Fame orange jacket for your MyPlayer. Okay, I don't really care about that. Finally, we're excited to announce that Season XP can now be earned from NBA career games, so you can level up and earn rewards for the city and my team. Stay tuned. Wait a minute. Season XP can be earned from NBA career. So you can grind your online rewards in MyCareer. Niggas about to get 99 overalls in MyCareer again. NBA 2K25 boosts exciting new features, enhancements to your favorite modes and gameplay elements and more. To learn more about you, I've never retired. Yeah, I've never played my career enough to retire. Like, to me, that just says you need to get off the fucking game. Like, goddamn, bro, you played 20 seasons in 1 year. I hate 2K, man. This is an abusive relationship. Based on, for the most part, there's a couple things that I didn't like, but I liked most of what I saw in here. I like most of these changes. I'm not gonna get excited though, because we know how it goes, man. They put 100,000, they put over 9,000 new animations. Most of y'all are gonna use 5. All these new features, we gotta see how it actually works in the game. Also, you can't take the human element in. You can't take the human element out. People are gonna do dumb shit. We're gonna see. Did you already talk about them giving Prince of Persia the Killmonger dreads? Yo, 7th letter. Are you talking about Prince of Persia that came out like 3-4 months ago? You good, bro? You just woke up? Welcome back. Anyways, for the most part, I like what I saw, but it's all hearsay. We got to see it. I got to see more. I'm not sold. What else we got? Oh, I saw this tweet on the timeline, and I say that 2K Labs already had the breakdown on the badges. They said 40 badges are in 2K25 compared to the 77 in 2K25. Lots of combining and renaming badges. Only 5 are shooting badges. That's crazy. I didn't even realize it. There's only 5 shooting badges. God damn. So wait, what would be Mini Magician? What would be Mini Magician? Does it not exist anymore? You just need a high mid-range shot, maybe? Interesting. Shifty shooter. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Although not every mid-range shot is coming off a movement, but it could be a set shot if somebody's open. But yeah, I guess it would be shifty shooter. Yeah. Green machine is gone. Interesting. I'm not mad at it. Blinders is gone. They probably put that in Deadeye. Catch and shoot is gone. I never liked that badge anyway. Claymore is gone, although that's pretty much set shot specialist. Blinders isn't Deadeye. Okay, yeah, they combined it. Comeback Kid. That should have never been a badge. That's stupid. That was a bailout shit. Free points. That badge never made sense. Like, what's the free throw rating for? So it sounds like your stats will matter more. Yeah, they got rid of a lot of badges. Defensive badges. 94 feet is out. That badge always felt kind of pointless. Anchor, ankle braces. Chase down artist, clamp, fast feet, right stick ripper. Oh, I think they got rid of that. Right stick ripper. Yeah, they did. Damn, you might be able to dribble this year. They got rid of right stick ripper. You might be able to dribble. People won't be abusing that shit. The moment I saw a lockdown, I was like, oh my God, bruh. I'm going to be moving the ball down. I'm going to be moving the ball around. Although they probably put it in glove. They might have put it. Hell nah, legend glove. You're not dribbling. Ooh, that might be a good build. Who gonna make a legendary glove build? I usually make 2 or 3 builds. I might make like one like all around build with like mostly gold badges, and then for shits and giggles, I might make a legendary build, and it might be gold. It might be a red glove legendary. That would be a funny build. Somebody it's gonna be nothing but dunking and stealing. Give me the ball, bitch. I think that's all I got for 2K though. I did see a tweet. I didn't save it. I forgot to save it, but I saw an account, one of the Intel accounts tweet. There's over 100 new labels for your builds. Like one of them I saw was like Junkyard Guard or something like that. So they're gonna have like a bunch of cool names for like builds too as well, like new ones. I'm definitely making a legendary glove. Somebody got locked down these dribble guys. Somebody got, because I'm not gonna lie, I think it is going to be bad. They confirmed the yeah, Dev said it. You got a link to a tweet to that, Radical? I've seen some videos and they confirmed that the courts are bigger. So in theory, it should be easier to pass the ball. Also, in theory, it should be harder to play the passing lanes. Like it's gonna take some actual skill because you're not gonna be able to just warp to the fucking ball because the courts are bigger. In theory, we'll see. Also, that means a lot of people ain't going to be getting bailed out by zones all the damn time. Because that was another reason. I mean, zones is effective for a specific reason, but another reason it's always been super effective in 2K is because the courts are super small. So it was easy to cover and switch a lot. So I'm hoping this opens it up and allows for more creative offense. Can you change can you choose if you want the new name or not? No, they give you the name that they give you. But one thing that I did see, another tweet, it said that when you use the cap breakers, like let's say you got an 85 handle and you use a cap breaker to boost it to 90, it'll change your build's name based off of the stats. If there's enough change in the stats. So your build name could change over the year, basically, which I thought was interesting. I'm also curious, what the fuck is a junkyard guard? I appreciate it, Radical. There are over 100 new archetype names. I think this was the tweet. Some of them are Rim Attacker. I mean, that's obvious what that is. That's Nomad. Small Ball 4, probably a stretch. Swiss Army Knife, or no, it could be like a Draymond build, a Draymond Green build too. Swiss Army Knife, Jack of all trades, and then a junkyard guard. Like, what does that mean? What the fuck is a junkyard guard? I've never niggas play basketball in the junkyard. What does that mean? Backyard guard. It means he's trash. My gut tells me he's probably a really good defender. Yeah, Tony Allen, right. The Dylan Brooks build, right. The Pat Bev build. That's fucking funny, dude. That's fucking funny. That's what my gut told me. So like, I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt it. But I was like, what does that mean? That's fucking funny. Curious to see what happens. But yeah, first impressions, it sounds good, but we gotta see how it all plays.